Hello everyone, welcome to the Last Night Before the Jury podcast by Stu Designers. I am Şevval and I will be moderating this season. We have been hosting industrial product designers from different backgrounds for 6 seasons now. And today I have a designer with me who has a total different background than any other guest we had. So right now we are going to Asia. So, welcome Yannik Tu'yu.
Hello. Hello. Yannik Tu'yu here.
Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for sparing your time to talk with us, and I'm welcoming you once more. We would like to directly get to know you. Who are you and what are you doing?
Hello everyone. I'm Yannik Tu'yu. Yannik Tu'yu is actually my German name, and my Chinese name is Yang Tu. I was an industrial designer because my bachelor is industrial design. But I came to Germany for my master degree, and my master degree is more about product strategy and innovation development. So after my graduation in Germany, I worked in Germany. My first work was design researcher. We do lots of research about the design, mainly industrial design. And then after that, I work as product manager, now also in brand division, where I am the college of Şevval.
Yeah, that's how we met. That's how we met, guys, in Germany, in brand division company. Also, I am the intern there, so we know each other from that company. But okay, let's take it slow a little. So you studied industrial design in China.
Yes.
It's your bachelor.
Yeah.
And we are actually wondering about the education in China in design, because we know that China is beyond good in production in the world. Your production capacity is way more than any other country. Also, you are very disciplined. You are very respectful as a nation. And I would like to know how these values affected your design education if you also think about your production capacity. It's like not art, but maybe more scientific background or more like art history approach.
My bachelor background is actually not that arty. We are the name of the university is actually Zhejiang University of Technology. It's not like art university. So my background is not that arty, and most of students don't have art background. So I would say that we are more concentrated on the production, the design itself. Sometimes we also have some collaborations with big companies and some big manufacturers. Generally, I would say that we are not that arty because we don't have art background. But it's not so common in China because actually here are different kinds of students who studying industrial design. Some are with much more arty background because they are art universities. But for us, we are a technical university, so we don't concentrate so much on art. And the people with art backgrounds, they are more like in Germany we say product designer, not industrial designer. They have less knowledge about like production, less knowledge about like
material maybe.
Material and a little bit mechanic.
Yeah, so it's like product designer and industrial designer is completely different. One is more artistic approach and one is more mechanical and technical approach. And you also said that you were collaborating with manufacturers in China when you were having your bachelor.
Yes.
So you already have experience when you were just a student about these big manufacturing companies. Like, how did it affect you as a designer, as a future designer? So you maybe look more into the detail of the product, not more of the emotional it conveys, but more of like how it can be produced or how it can be manufactured more easily, more cheaper. Was this your approach in general?
Actually, this is a very complicated question because it has changed a lot. Like earlier, I would say before 2014, Chinese manufacturer is not so good with design. Actually, they produce a lot of products from like the United States or from Germany or from Europe, but they don't have their own design team. So the design is from Western countries. They don't have designers. They don't know almost nothing about industrial design or most normal manufacturer. Some top manufacturers maybe, but at that time it's not so general. But like if now it's 2024 and lots of manufacturers has their own industrial design team and more experiences with product development. So now if a student in China, actually they have much better inputs or better chance than earlier, because earlier is not so common, and if you are an industrial designer, it's actually a very good background because you can give lots of new ideas or new designs to the manufacturers, and with the help of a new design, some manufacturers have the chance to develop their own brand. And if they have their own brand in China, it's actually a very good chance to earn more money, because earlier you can only sell the product from Western brands and you have to pay extra for that, like tax and so on. But now if you study in Germany, it's actually more and more common to have some like workshops with some big manufacturers or some brands. The professional designers in manufacturer or brands can give you some inputs or their opinions about the design. What do they think about like color, material, finishing and structure and so on. Most students don't have such a lot of knowledge about it because they are not even junior. For them, like design is a little bit like a dream, and they have lots of good ideas, beautiful ideas, but they have no idea how can it become true. It's very hard for them.
Yeah, we didn't know that from 2014 and 2024, like in 10 years, it's really changed and it's going in a more branding direction. That's how America works, actually.
Yeah.
And after your bachelor, you come to Germany.
Yes.
You come to here, that we are in Germany right now. And you studied strategy, product and innovation development.
Yes.
These are whole new topics to the design world. I mean, not the whole new topics, but for you after your bachelor's, they were a little bit more new topics. How did it change to your career path, these values?
Yeah, because actually before I come to Germany, I already have some background with it. My first internship in China is in a very big company, which is called as Design Affairs. Design Affairs is a very big design agency from Germany, and now it's already part of Accenture, which is very big consultant in the whole world. And at that time, I was in the team of strategy design and design research team. So I have already started some product strategy or design strategy projects when I was still in China. And it's very good experience because it's a very international team. We have people from Germany because it's a German company. And people from China, from Korea, from the United States and so on. So it's very international. And at that time, I have already seen the power of product strategy. Because it's not really about design. They don't care so much about how does it look like. Or they don't even care how to use it. They care more about what people really need, what is the need of the company, and what kind of scenario have we ignored. Because in commercial world, there are so many possibilities. Company don't have so much time for testing, because if you have an idea and you have to test it, and it takes so much time, and if it doesn't work, it's totally a waste of time. and waste of money.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they really need some help to with some methodology and methods to test what is the next step.
Yeah.
And with evaluation, so they can go to the next step. Maybe this is a pop-up store in some big cities, maybe it's a new product, or here are so many different projects. But what's important is that they really need some people with design background, because designer really think differently. Designer is not like people who study commerce or economy. Yeah. Designer care about the people's needs and like aesthetic and so on. And the topics like aesthetic is always ignored for people with economy background.
Yeah, because they are not aware of the harmony of the things in general.
And good industrial designers also have the ability to evaluate how can we produce it. Like if we want to develop a product but is with a fancy function or new functions, how can we make it come true? It's actually not that easy for people without industrial production background.
Yeah, exactly. So you had already a little bit of experience with this product strategy before you even study it. So how did it help you during your studies?
So I come to Germany and I applied for lots of universities, but actually Wuppertal is my dream school because they are almost the only university has this major. It's actually also the master of industrial design. For them, the logic is like this, because in the bachelor, the students already have all the abilities of industrial design. You know how to make rendering and 3D modeling and so on. So there's nothing to study in master. So that's the reason why they develop a new major for the master called as product strategy and innovation development. Yeah. So they invite professors from other majors to collaboration. Yeah. And then we have some new knowledge about like business and so on.
It's more rich then.
Yeah, you need to read lots of books, which has nothing to do with design. It's maybe more like commerce or like about trading, or even about purchase.
Or like maybe history, even. Because designers should also feed themselves with a lot of different topics.
Yes.
So that they can have their own opinion. Yeah, it's actually a very different path than just pursuing a normal designer career. Like just drawing and making models, making prototypes. It's something different world, but what you are doing is something different. And there is also the part of innovation. I don't know, this is mostly ignored part of this master's degree because we talked about strategy and product management a little bit, but what is innovation? How can it be taught to somebody? Like, how do you make an innovation? How do you learn it?
Because innovation, the definition is very unclear. Like if you ask anyone what is innovation, maybe his answer is like Apple is innovative or Tesla is innovative. But if you ask what is actually the definition of innovation, most people have no idea. Innovation is more like a result of a product which is very attractive and very new. Then maybe we can say, okay, this is innovative. But generally, I wouldn't say that we have learned innovation in the university. Actually, there's nothing we can learn. But we can learn the method to try to make something with innovation or try to develop something which is more innovative. So this is actually was already a part of industrial designer's job. In like our brainstorming and so on, our target is also to develop a new idea. And when this new idea really works, then it is already innovative mostly. Only if it is really a new idea.
Yeah, I mean, if we have a true design process, we can already achieve some new results that can direct us to be an innovative product or innovation. So it means that you said that it's a result. It's a result of a good design process. Am I right?
Yeah, almost right. Because it doesn't have to be part of design. Mm-hmm. Because people like who study BWL, or in German BWL is like business. Yeah, business. Mm-hmm. People would also think about building a new company for themselves. And for that, they need some new ideas. And if they also develop some new ideas, actually it's also innovative. And then it doesn't have to be design, but design can be very innovative.
But how is it about production then? Because our new ideas may just come up. Maybe they are innovative, but we always have to think how to produce it.
Yes.
It's almost meaningless if we don't produce it.
Yes.
It's just on the paper.
Yes.
Maybe it's just a dream. But how do you make them, blend them, or make them in a common ground, the innovation and production?
Actually really depends. Sometimes if like for products we want to produce it, then cooperation with manufacturer is really the key. Like our projects now, we need to talk a lot to the manufacturers, and they give us their ideas and feedbacks, and then we have like internal meeting, and then always going back and see how it works. So actually I really think the key is communication, whether we can tell our ideas very clear and let them understand what is our target, how's the time plan, and how would we produce it, and whether they have the ability to produce it. Actually, in China is very general. There are too many manufacturers, even for one kind of product.
Yeah. And
every manufacturer has some advantages and disadvantages. Mm-hmm. So some are good with this part, some are bad with that part.
Yeah.
So it's actually also for us very important to see and to check which manufacturer is more capable for developing our product.
Exactly. And it's also about the designer to choose their own manufacturers.
Yeah.
Because we have to know that if they're good at with this product, they could also do this for us.
Yeah.
We have to know the little details of the manufacturers so that we can choose the best one, so that we can maybe achieve our innovation at the end.
Yeah,
that's how it works, guys. I realized that after you said that it's a communication process, it's actually a collaboration between all kinds of humans.
Yes.
Not just in one country, it's a lot of different people involved to come to make a design come true.
Yeah.
But it's also one part that there is called something entrepreneurship, like you start something. And in your CV, we as a podcast group, so that you have also one group called YT Innovation.
Yeah.
And it's more like some of people started something and it goes on. But what is it about? Like, is it also something collaborative, or is it something that you self-made? Yeah, how is it?
Actually, YT Innovation is only the name of my personal website. And you can see in my CV that I used to have a company in China, which is called as Pinana Design. Mm-hmm. And actually YT Innovation is what after that, because we have some corporations with some companies, and sometimes they still need some help, then I develop YT Innovation. But actually what is more interesting maybe for us is like what I did in Pinana Design.
Yeah, exactly.
Our project actually is more about crowdfunding. You know, Kickstarter?
Yeah.
Kickstarter is the biggest crowdfunding platform in the world. So my business is also about crowdfunding. I developed the design by myself, like the watch. Mm-hmm. And we also developed some jewelries, and then we produce it in China and sell it on the crowdfunding platform. After the crowdfunding is successful, then we go on selling them on e-commerce platform like Amazon and so on. It's actually a very good business plan for people like me who are not that rich, because I don't have so much money to building a big business. But crowdfunding has really the advantage. You collect your money first, then you produce it. So you don't have to be afraid of losing so much because you have nothing to lose. You show your design, and when it's good, people would like to buy it. And after the crowdfunding is successful, then you can produce it. People would like to wait like for 2 months or 1.5 months for waiting for your design. It was actually a very good business actually for me at that time. I studied in Germany, but all the costs I have taken over by myself because I developed this company and has made some money with it.
Yeah, how old were you?
I was 24 years old.
Yeah, like after your bachelor, you started this?
I was already in Germany, and I do it everything remotely.
Oh, wow. Even the production?
Yeah, even the production. I have some friends in China, and I let them for me to check the quality and manufacture. They make lots of videos and let me see whether it works or not. And yeah, we even have we have developed the second generation of this watch product. So yeah, everything was remotely. Crowdfunding is also remotely. It really works. One of the reasons why everything remotely is that because of pandemic, I have to stay in Germany and I can't go back.
Really?
Yeah, I can't go back. The flight is so expensive, like over 10,000 euro. So just one ticket.
So you were in Germany in the COVID times.
Yeah, I was the whole 3 years I was in Germany.
Oh my
and
God!
You can't imagine how terrible is the politics against pandemic in China because like it's locked down all the time. And the ticket back to China is very expensive. It was controlled by the government. They have to control people from foreign countries.
Yeah.
So it's very expensive and I can't go back. I have no choice. I can only make this business remotely.
Yeah, but how do people in China, like when they were in lockdown, how do they manufacture things?
They can still do it. This is also, I don't know how to say, but everything is under control, but everything still works. This is also one of the parts when I go back to China first time after pandemic. I thought that China is not as good as earlier because pandemic 3 years, maybe people don't have so much money and economy is very bad. But actually it's not true. When I come to China, my university was in Hangzhou and oh my God, here is so well developed and so many urban trains. Was all new. There was only 4 train lines, and now there is 12 lines.
Oh my gosh!
It's unbelievable, and I can't imagine what because it's totally different as the news in Germany. I read news in Germany and in China. In Germany, people just say, China, no, because of pandemic, nothing works and so on.
Oh my God!
But actually, it's not true. Everything works, but under control. It means that because like you have under 5% or 3% people who has COVID, then it's okay. But only if it's more than 3%, then they would let you work at home. So you can have a rest, but they would check like every day or daily. So after that, you still go for work.
Oh God. Yeah, but why German news are different than Chinese news?
It's actually, I don't know, it's different all the time. I have to say that it's different all the time, even different from news in the United States.
Yeah, of course. I mean, every country wants to like look better by showing the other countries worse. you know? Yeah, this is a fake news.
Fake news about China is really general in Western countries, honestly. Because, I don't know, China is a very complicated country, and it's not, honestly, I don't think it's the same as most people in West countries imagined. Because people talk about China, they think that there is no freedom and everyone is under control of the government, and you do exactly as government asks you to do. And actually it's not true. Especially if you go to China yourself, you can see the difference.
Yeah.
And I have some good friends who are German, and they go to China and they are all surprised how different is China. Because it's not exactly as you can see in
the news.
Germany, in the news. Especially, people you have to see it yourself. Even for me, I can't see Germany so clearly when I was in China. I have to come here by myself, and I can see how people think, how people work, and how is the culture here.
Yeah.
So you can see how exactly Germany is. So it's China. Because China, the politics is a very sensitive topic. So you can also see here. And because of that, lots of news is not really about truth. It's so aggressive, and people care really about what should be done, or what it's more about like freedom and so on. But it's not day-to-day life for Chinese people.
Of course.
Yeah, you wouldn't care about such topic all the time. People in China more topic. Okay, what I'm going to eat tonight? Where are we going to have fun? And that's day-to-day life. That's
exactly.
life.
It's not about all freedom and politics, and I mean Western news are always different than it should be. Yeah, but we were talking about the watch you told us.
Yes.
I would like to introduce it a little bit more for the audience. It's called, I guess, helicocentrism. This watch we discovered in your Behance account. It's not like the other watches. So it has a meaning behind, it has an emotional approach. Maybe you as a designer of it can enhance a little bit more.
I'm actually a Christian. So this product or this design is also about Christian culture. And our target user are also Christian in China. And you can see in the middle that there is a cross, which is a typical signal of Christian culture. And what's special about it is the nearer it is the point, the quicker it works. It works exactly like the sun and the earth, how it works. So the closer it is, the more powerful and quicker it is.
Yeah, how do you connect the religion and the planets?
Yeah, because I don't know, sometimes, as you said, it's a very emotional design, and you can see some similarities because stuff are attractive to each other, and religion, like Christian religion, is also very attractive for me. So it is just like the planets and the sun. It's very hard to describe. Why would I develop it? It is just all of a sudden that you would have such an idea, and you would try to develop it. People like it, so I think I would say that it's actually not a bad design.
It's actually not a bad design. We just saw it and it was so interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe in your head you just link the connection to the God with the connection to the sun and earth.
Yes.
It's really deep and it's a hard thing to process it and to make a design out of it. I mean, it's understanding you as a person, as your beliefs, and you turn it into something else that you can bear. It's really how a designer works, actually.
And actually the turnover of this product is also not bad. This is actually the most successful crowdfunding for us. For this product, our turnover is like over 70,000 euro.
Yeah.
It's not so
It's a
less.
success.
Yeah.
About your projects, which project you have done in your whole career is your favorite one?
My favorite one. This is very hard to tell. I really have no idea. Because some research projects, you have done lots of research, but you don't have the chance to see it come true. So it's very hard to say. We used to develop software for Hyundai in the last company.
Yeah.
And this is actually a software product development project.
Yeah.
So it's more about user interface and user experience. But I think it was a very interesting project because Hyundai, you see, is a Korean company. And they learn a lot from Western brands, like especially German brands like Mercedes-Benz or BMW and so on. So at that time we have done lots of brainstorming about the innovative points of all these German brands user interface.
Yeah.
And Hyundai wants to develop something really similar with hand control and hand gesture, and that was really an interesting project. And we have done all kinds of lots of lo-fi user interfaces to generate the ideation. But the details can't be told.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
So your life is all about China and Germany, or what else? Where else did you go?
So far I have been to over 20 countries, maybe 23 or 24. And I have also been to Turkey one time.
Wow.
I was in Istanbul on Cappadocia.
Really?
Honestly, I really like Turkey. It's even one of my dream country.
Oh my god.
It's so beautiful in Istanbul, and also it's Cappadocia. It's so beautiful. And actually, honestly, as we know that Germans are very cold-hearted. Germans really cold-hearted. They look unhappy all the time. And it's like I owe you something. I owe you 10,000 euro. I don't know. I feel sometimes guilty living in Germany. But such feeling I wouldn't have in Turkey. And so I wouldn't have such feeling in China. And actually, I see more similarities between China and Turkey.
Of course.
Yeah, people are so warm-hearted. And the food is more delicious. German food, I don't know. I really I'm a little bit speechless. And Asian food in Germany is really disastrous. Because they know nothing about Asia, honestly. They buy some rice and make it warm and they go, wow, so good. And plus a little bit soya sauce.
Oh my god.
They say, I really like Asian food is so nice. I don't know, but
they cannot eat spicy though.
No, they don't eat. They don't eat anything. No. I don't know. I sometimes feel emotional terrible because I'm not so satisfied with my food in Germany. And I would also like to cook, but I don't have so much time for it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I really miss all this in Turkey. I was almost 2 weeks in Turkey.
Oh my god.
Just travel around. And I have some friends in Istanbul and they are so friendly. They invite me to walk around and it's totally safe for you at 11 p.m. to walk on the street. I usually don't have to worry about anything. And I really like Turkey. And people from Turkey, and so is Turkish cafe. And for me, it's also very weird. People even drink coffee at very late night, 12 p.m. And why would I drink coffee at that time? I want to go sleep. I live in an Airbnb.
Yeah.
And the owner of the Airbnb sent me one message at 12 p.m. he asked me, is everything alright? I said, yes, I'm very satisfied with this room. And then he says, would you like some coffee? I invite you. I said, what? Are you serious? Because it's 12 p.m.
This is really normal.
Yes, this is very normal, but it's unnormal for me at first time. I have never seen some people drink coffee at 12 p.m. And you know that Turkey coffee is so strong. For me, it's so strong. It's like 10 coffee shots espresso for me at one time.
Exactly, I know. We always welcome you in Turkey.
You're also welcome in China.
Yeah, maybe in the future, you and me work in...
That would be good.
Yeah. About the future though, what is your plan?
My plan now?
Yeah.
You mean for career?
Yeah.
Or for, okay. So now I'm working in Germany. So far already like 3 years. Mm-hmm. But I would like to go back to China to have some own business in the future.
Yeah. Because
like you can see that work-life balance in Germany is not bad. It's really good. And some people even have too much life. And this is actually a big advantage, especially for the people from China. I don't know whether you know it or not, but some Chinese are really under pressure, like too much work, and every day just keep on working, keep on trying to make more money. Yeah. And they don't have so much personal life, especially when you work in big companies like internet companies, Alibaba and so on. Yeah. It's very general. So far, it's not a bad experience for me to work in Germany. But if I want to have more like personal life, I would say China is actually not bad. You can eat all kinds of food and have a very good and safe life in China. Yeah. And you know that Germany is not that bad actually, but it's not your home. You have no home feeling here. This is the first point. And the second point, I'm actually also a little bit unsatisfied with Germany because it's not, especially for the economy. You can see that it's not as good as earlier. Yeah. And China is developing very well, so maybe I would go back to China.
And maybe you would be more used to your own country.
Yes.
At the end.
Because like I can speak German, English, and Chinese all very well. And this is actually already a big advantage for me. And if I want to like developing my own brand or have some own business, it's also not bad because I have some connections in Germany and even people from other countries like you. I have connection in Turkey. Yeah. So it's actually not bad. And you can even see a lot of cooperations between Turkey and China. Yeah. We have some trading business is also between China and Turkey. So it's actually not a bad background. I would say I would have, at least I think now that if I go back to China in the future, I would have a better life there.
That's so good to hear. Thank you very much again for sparing your time with us. Yeah. We would like to thank you for the audience who have listened to us.
Yeah, to begin with, I'm very happy to have this interview with you. It's a very nice experience. Secondly, I would really like to go to Turkey again in the future. Yeah. And this is very good memory, and Turkey is very beautiful country. People so friendly and warm-hearted. This is very nice, and actually China is also very welcome for Turkish people to have a vacation here, and people here are also very, like Chinese mostly are also very friendly. I promise, I can promise that.
Yeah, I see that, it's okay.
And thirdly, that for industrial designer and for the people who work in the field of industrial design, that sometimes we can not only see good design from Western countries like Germany or the United States or French, now we can also see more and more good designs from Turkey or from China or even some like Japan or Korea.
Exactly.
We can see lots of good designs and some Asians cultures good designs. And I really think it's a very good signal that Asia has a very good development, not only about the trading, marketing, or manufacturing, but also about our own design, our own new idea, or new product developments. And I really believe that in the future we would see more and more good designs from Turkey or China or all kinds of Asian countries come to Western countries, come to like Germany, come to Western, come to Europe, come to North America, and let them know more about us. This is really one of my wish or my dream or my field of industrial design.
Yeah, we also try to develop ourselves as students, as new graduates from Turkey. We really try to develop our country in the field of design, and we hope that we will see more and more products in the market from Turkey and China.
I believe that.
Thank you again, and have a good night, good day, good evening whenever you listen to us. Bye bye.
Bye bye.